here to shed more light on Module 5, System Development and Procurement. My name is Fumilayo Emmanuel.
My name is Numa Ogenetiga.
My name is Ogenetiga.
My name is Onobanjo Patia.
My name is Ebutu Ruth.
The information system is the lifeblood of every company, given that it is necessary for the efficient operation of the business. A system software program is designed, tested, and implemented through the process of system development. It could involve building specialized systems internally or purchasing from a third party to suit the organization's needs. There are many factors to consider as both strategies have advantages and disadvantages. For now, let's talk about what it takes to develop a system.
System development lifecycle is defined as a project management framework that outlines the steps necessary to take a project from conception to completion. It breaks down the work in phases that are required to implement either new or modified information. These stages are planning, analysis, design, development, testing, implementation, and maintenance. At the stage of planning, you define the program and scope of the existing system, overview the new system, and determine its objective. At the design stage, this stage is very essential. The stages include the design of application, network, database, user interface, and system interface. At the end of design stage, a document is created for the development stage. At the development stage, programmers write the application code to meet the design document. At the testing stage, it combines all the modules to create a training environment that will support mistakes and flaws. Testing is conducted for unit, integration, and end-to-end. While the implementation stage, it integrates information system into its environment and install new system. There are 3 implementation strategies, which are parallel, phased, and direct implementation strategies. The maintenance stage is addressing any lingering faults and fixing any problem the system could have, even after the testing phase.
Software development and project management strategies. A software is a project and should be managed as one. There are various project management strategies used in software management. Some of the software development strategies are waterfall and agile. The waterfall strategy follows a sequential linear lifecycle process, which makes it easy to understand and manage. Agile strategy is an incremental and repetitive practice in which multiple projects can run simultaneously. It minimizes risks such as bugs when new features are introduced. Some of the examples of agile strategies are Scrum and extreme programming. Scrum is an agile method for effective collaboration among teams working on complex products. New features are divided into sprints and usually completed within 1 to 4 weeks.
My colleagues have taken guys through what it takes to build a system, and most of the time organizations are faced with the choices of either building internally or buying. Either choices comes with their own advantages and disadvantages. I'm going to talk to you about the pros and cons of both choices. Should I buy or should I build? For building, which is development, now some of the advantages of building, it may offer strategic values that contributes to companies' competitive advantage, meaning that the company have the system built to meet their specific requirements. They don't need to rely on a third party, and it may require the employee to change their processes internally. The disadvantages is that it requires more time. Development can take very, very long depending on the nature of the software they are building, and it also requires in-house maintenance. When it comes to buying, they could either buy a prepackaged software or a custom software. So for custom software, one of the advantages of buying a custom software is it is tailored according to the organization requirements, but going to meet a vendor to customize software for you can incur over an overall cost, which the company might really not want to do. Then for prepackaged softwares, the advantages include the handles processes using the industry best practices, because there are lots of companies that are using this prepackaged software, so the vendors have to be compliant with the industry practices, and complaints would have been made over time to improve the standard of that particular software. It requires also shorter time of implementation. Disadvantages of using prepackaged softwares: not all these features or implementations of these softwares might match the organization requirement, and some of the time some vendors might overstate the capabilities of these features. They might say these features handles this particular stuff, and in reality the companies get to realize that after they have integrated this system into their day-to-day activity, it doesn't actually meet them. Then it also requires the organization to change their processes to adapt to the process, to adapt to the system's standard, and also may include new features that are not needed by the organization, which can affect performance.
The evaluation of procurement options. But before I dive into that, I would like us to discuss about the methods of procurement options. We have two methods, and they are best of breed and unified procurement. Firstly, the best of breed talks about when a company buys several software for specific tasks. Put that in mind, regardless of the vendors. So, for an example, a company has the CMR and also have the ER, and by those two softwares are bought from different vendors. When a company indulges in best of breed, they need to create a way in which data flows within those systems, those softwares. So secondly, we're talking about unified procurement. Unified procurement is the absolute opposite of best of breed. They only buy their software from a single vendor. Under the types of evaluation procurement options, we have adaptation. Adaptation is when a company buys a new software but doesn't fit in their needs. So the company will decide to adapt to the software because it is best believed that the software has the best standardized process of the industry. So secondly, we're going to discuss about customization. Customization occurs when the company decides not to adapt to the new software. So it goes back to the vendor, then the vendor customizes the software according to their needs, or they decide to customize the software according to their needs in-house by themselves. We have several disadvantages concerning the in-house customization. First, when there's an upgrade of the software, it's going to affect, it will not show on the customized software. Secondly, if there's an error in customizing the software, the vendor will not be held accountable for it. It won't come in to help you.
In conclusion, it can be difficult to communicate with people in different functional areas.
The analyst in charge of the project can encourage the knowledge-sharing components of system development,
which is advantageous to the company.
The decision to buy or build is best known to the stakeholders of the company.
And demand of the employees and the end users.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.